Okay. We have audio.
We have
We
video.
have video. And poops and scoops.
And poops and scoops. Did we start?
Yeah. Hi, babe.
Hey, babe. Welcome back.
Sure.
This week, we're going to talk about some items. First of all, music news.
Music news.
Including what are we listening to this week? More poop talk.
Of course.
The realization that 20 years ago was 1998 and not 1988. And that's upsetting.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. Parenting is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And next week's guest.
Cool.
Hey.
We've done it 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my
We're on
God.
a roll.
I'm doing it.
You know what's funny is for the first few minutes before we started the podcast and we were getting prepared, the dog was laying nicely on his little bed, and now he's
now
not.
he's being a proper dick
Yep,
face.
he's not. I'm going to try and not be a whiny bitch
Yeah.
about the dog.
The dog thing is an adjustment.
Yeah. So
We're all adjusting.
I want to acknowledge how much of a whiny bitch I was on the last podcast, because I did watch it and listen back several times editing, and I sounded like a big baby. So I am not going to do that anymore. I'm cool, calm, collected.
I feel like
The fuck? Lay down.
I am exhausted. I just got up from a tiny baby nappy.
Yeah.
This is how dedicated I am. This is how dedicated I am to the fans.
Absolutely.
Or fan.
I sent her upstairs to take a nap. Because she's been. I mean, let's give it up. How'd that song go? Let's hear it for the boy. Is that how the
Let's
song
hear
went?
from my man.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it doesn't apply because I thought maybe it said girl and you're a girl.
No.
So
It's like a
you've been working some mad OT and
opposite.
staying late because you're
Hustle.
us. Yeah, we hustling for that cheddar.
Mm-hmm. I don't like to call it cheddar. I really like cheddar.
Hustling for that cheddar. You've been, busting your butt, babe. Overtime, extra hours.
I did work 10 hours today. What'd you do today?
I didn't work, so
What'd you do?
I woke up and had a very chill morning. Some coffee.
Oh, it was a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Absolutely marvelous.
Splendid.
Had some breakfast, chatted up with our house guest, Brandon, and Logan. And then Brandon and I went for a bit of a walk down by the museum in the lake.
Sounds
And then we
very
went
nice.
to the art museum. And I know I've been to the art museum before, but I don't really ever remember going
and
and walking and looking at the art.
actively looking at the art just
And
to
that's-
be there to
yeah.
look at the art.
And that's what we did. And I was like, I don't know that art has ever spoken to me in such a way. So I was challenging Brandon. I'm like, let's walk through here. I want to see if anything,
What
touches me.
was something that what was the genre or
it's
medium?
like it's all
or-
mixed.
Oh,
It's
so it
all
wasn't just
mixed,
one little
There's
gallery.
there's a couple galleries for particular artists. Like there's like exhibits that come and go, and there's one for a Spanish artist that I cannot remember the name right now, but he had some cool
Useless.
stuff.
You're useless.
Yeah, I'm useless. I have no details.
Spanish artist. Gotcha.
Fucking pooch down here.
But he's fine. You just had to ignore it.
Not when he's jumping on my chair.
Yeah, ignore it. Well, that sounds like a really nice day.
But there were several paintings that it was awesome. There was a lot of cool shit, and I was somewhat emotionally moved by some of them. There was one, again, no information.
Nothing. Ooh, throat gurgle.
No, that's classy.
So all we have to
I
to
got
go
some
off
pictures
is
of
like,
some stuff, so
no, you
maybe
can't
that'll.
just put pictures of other people's pictures.
No. Yeah, it's just for reference.
It's a little close, I guess.
Um,
Oh, he's nesting.
Good. Like, okay, so nobody else can see this, but I'll show you this. This is a fucking painting. Somebody painted that.
So it's like, for everybody listening, it's two bitches in like, I don't know,
Turn of the century
1800s.
garb. Yeah.
late 1800s.
I just took a close up
dresses.
because that's oil painting and
Yeah.
it just looks amazing.
And it looks like super bright and looks like these bitches are sad, kind of. And
I mean, I think
like
you're
they're waving
focusing
off some-
on the wrong thing. I'm just saying, like,
some
the
light-
detail of this painting
I understand.
is legit.
I want to give like a preface of what we're looking at here.
This is a painting.
Yeah, people are fucking talented, and I'm gonna slap them all across the face.
It's insane.
because-
Then there's an
I have to-
exhibit
Oh,
where there's these rocks, and it just
that are all on strings,
Yeah.
and it looks like a
looks like an asteroid field almost.
yeah, and that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I love the art museum. I've only been like a handful of times, but it is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was blown away. We didn't look at everything. Brandon, who frequents the art museum, he's a member, so I got him
God,
for free.
he's so fucking artsy.
Yeah, he's cultured. Is that what you should say?
Sure.
Like a fine cheese.
He's an artsy face.
He's like, I'd like to go in there and just look at pieces of it, not look at the whole thing. So then each time I feel like I'm kind of seeing something different. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So
I always notice when I'm looking at art, as far as paintings go, I'm looking at brush strokes and colors and what color did they put for this highlight and this lighting, and I'm just like, fuck all these fucking people. They didn't go to an art class. They didn't go to art school. They just pulled it out of their fucking ass and they were like, bam, I'm amazing. Where's their
but they
shitty
all-
work?
well,
Why can't I see that?
There was though,
Well,
there was shitty work.
yeah,
Like,
but
not everything. You got to work up to that point. I mean, these people did art their whole lives. So
I guess.
yeah, you're just seeing the creme de la creme. That So
Yeah.
it was awesome. I did enjoy it, and there is art.
There ours art.
There ours. Shoot, there's art that it's cool. It speaks to me. So anyway, there was a sculpture, like a real life sized person. It was
Like a bust?
custodian
Oh, okay.
in his outfit, kind of like
I think I saw
balding.
that there. I think that's always there.
It was just so real. It just made me feel like, it kind of like got at me. It was like so gut wrenching just seeing him like standing there. He's like kinda
Slouched.
slouched over a little bit, just standing there like he's leaning against the wall, resting or whatever. Keys hanging down. Older dude, like thinking, man, that guy worked.
Like
I don't know.
somebody was inspired by that and decided to do
Well, it just made you think about like
some
you
amazing
see the
piece
old
of work with it.
custodian at a school or something.
No,
It's
you don't
like,
pay him any attention.
just
doesn't-
cleans
he
up all the
almost-
kids' puke and piss and shit, and generally he's just a nice dude and goes about his business.
And he's completely ignored. Students
Well,
pass.
not completely.
Well, I'm just saying,
It's not
like,
everything's mega dramatic.
well, no, I'm just saying, like,
goes
how
home
many students
to
are
an
going to
empty
stop and
house.
talk to him? It's not like Bob's Burgers where the little awkward girl goes and talks to the custodian, then that's her friend.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking talks to a custodian.
So I did all that fun stuff while you worked 10 hours.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bum. It's hard to do. I'm not going to lie.
Nah.
But you're killing it. So I'm proud of you. And I appreciate you.
Oh, shit.
And that's why she was so sleepy, because typically you'll come home at your normal time and try to get a nap in and then wake up around 3 or 4, sometimes 5.
4 or 5 o'clock.
And then you kind of spend the evening with the family and then go to bed like around 9:30, 10 o'clock or whatever.
Split my sleep.
But it
up.
was so nice. I kind of made you stay up. And
Yeah.
We grilled and
It was a
had some
nice day.
drinks and went and got a third microphone for
Oh, let's see
the
it.
podcast. Oh, it's nothing special. It's just a microphone.
It's like heavy. It's way heavier than I anticipated it being.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the fancy technology.
Yeah, it is an MXL 990.
Way better than the
pretty good
980.
reviews. So we're gonna get another setup so we can have a guest or
We'll
3.
talk about that later.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
And then we came home and you went to bed, right?
Well, first I had a poopy sesh.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Here
I
comes
was
the
like,
poop talk.
it was a real rough one. Like, it was fighting back. Like, I did not feel like it was a solid.
I guess I don't fully understand
it's
what's
like
going on with you because I feel like you take an
Epic
excessive
dumps?
time
That's
in the
because-
bathroom.
That's because, like, you just know, I got more in there. I'm just going to wiggle around a little bit. Yeah. I don't get hemorrhoids or nothing from, like, squeezing. Pushing, I mean.
I just feel like you're in there too long. You
What am I
must
supposed
like
to
you're doing
do?
something wrong.
I can't stick a finger at my ass and let it just fall out. Isn't that what you do for babies?
No.
Do you have to do that to Anthony?
Yeah, he's always thrilled when I bring it up. So for the record,
He
I
laughs a
didn't
lot.
bring it up.
He laughs at it.
When he was a wee little baby, mere days old. His mom will appreciate this story too because
She'll never listen to this.
that's true. She was trying to breastfeed, but nothing was coming out. So he wasn't eating for like a day. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we switched him to formula. And there was like I don't know if it was too much iron or something, because there's like the low iron ones. And I feel like both the boys needed the low iron formula. So it like blocked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And it blocked him up. And he couldn't poop, and I could tell he was uncomfortable. So his poor little belly was like full, and I was like, I could see his little butthole like pushing, like, and nothing was
Like
coming
pulsating?
out. So yeah, so I kind of this is
I massaged my son's ass.
I massaged his little baby butthole and sort of like started kind of coaxing it out, and yeah, maybe like a little bit of my finger just went
Well,
in there just to try and get it out,
It's
but
just
then it
poopies.
just like it was just like soft serve at that point. It just kept
Oh,
pouring
yeah.
out of him, and boy, did that baby sleep well that night. I tell you what, Anthony was an amazing baby.
Yeah.
Amazing, because after that first night when he wasn't really eating because
Mm-hmm.
Carrie's boobs were not letting the milk out or whatever.
Sure. That's a common problem too.
Is it
Yeah. Yeah.
really?
And then women end up feeling like less of a woman, less of a mother because they can't produce, and it will actually cause them like depression.
Yeah, it bummed her out, but so he went to formula, and he ate, and he pretty much
Like how
slept
you were
through.
just like, yeah, it bummed her out. Fuck it.
Well, what? It did. She got over it. And that motherfucker slept through the night like day 2 on.
So if I'm feeling like really sleepy but like restless, if you could just massage the poop out of my butt, and then I would
No.
get a real good night's sleep.
No, because back to your dumps.
Oh yeah.
Like your poop's got such a weird smell.
You know
and
what,
they're
though?
just like
Sometimes
it smells
yeah.
like a chemical poop. Like I feel
I'm
like
eating
maybe something's
exactly the same shit you're eating,
I don't know.
except for salads. But
Yeah, I
you know
don't-
what?
Oh,
You know what?
sorry.
My favorite thing is like, oh, I'm gonna go have this poop sesh, I'm gonna relax, and then 5 minutes in, you're like, babe, I gotta poop, I gotta pee or poop,
That's not true.
and then I'm like, I feel
It-
stressed.
no,
Like,
first
fuck.
of all-
and then I'm like,
First of all, it was not like 5 minutes in. It was a solid 20 minutes.
no,
Yep.
no,
It was
It
a
wasn't.
solid 20 minutes, and I'm like, I'm going to go downstairs and just let me know when you're done because I need to pee.
yeah.
And that was it.
And then I feel stressed, like, well, I need to fucking hustle
yeah,
here.
then I think you do need to work on maybe pinching it. Sometimes I want to challenge. I would like to.
You want me to pinch it?
I'd like to challenge you to not go in there with a device and then see how long these poops
Babe,
take. 'cause
I don't think- I feel
venture to
like
guess.
I feel like you
No,
think
I think
I'm
you're
going in
distracted
there.
from the task at hand.
Babe, when I was younger, before cell phones were a thing, I'd have to grab like shampoo bottles, conditioner, anything to read something.
That
because
tells
like
me that you must not be ready to poop if
No.
you're going in there to take.
I I go in there at the proper, signals. It just doesn't come out that fast. I have to coerce it to come out. Like, come on, little baby poopies. Come out of my butt.
So then you were in there so long that my digestive system did its thing, and then I had to poop. And there's nothing worse than having to follow up a dump with a dump and
sit in that other person's like hot dump air.
Well, there's a few things. The seat's still warm.
For my butt cheeks.
And then, like, you're just in your stink. And
the window is open.
It's like your stink is weird. Yeah.
Well, everybody's got their flavor.
Yeah.
Your poop isn't like fucking roses. It smells like shit.
I mean.
Yeah. You're just used to it because it's your shit.
Yeah.
You should love me for my poops. No matter how long they take.
I feel like I hear somebody upstairs.
No, it's just a ghost. You want to go check?
Kinda.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll talk to everybody.
And I can actually cut this part out.
What the fuck? I like how because I offered to talk to the people, and remember all the last one, I was like, hey babe, cut this out. And then you didn't cut anything out. So I'm here by myself, talking to myself. Just sitting here looking like a complete douche. I have 2 kinds of beverages, by the way. I have 2 kinds of beverages. I have pineapple black iced tea from earlier, which I have a Starbucks problem. And in my Yeti, I have Crystal Light lemonade. Variety, spice of life. Well, hello. He's back. He didn't get murdered. He didn't get murdered at all. So there's nobody here.
Oh, come on. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard something and nobody was there. So, anyway, where were we? Yeah, your shit stink. You're such a lady.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I realized last week, I looked like utter dog shit. So, I didn't wear a hoodie. And now I look better.
Yeah.
I think a little bit better. Like this is, I can't help this.
It's weird, like, you guys seeing our profiles.
Yeah, I hate my profile because first of all,
so
my
at
nose,
some point we're going to try and
my nose points
have
up
a
and
camera
grabs
pointed
my
at
lips.
each of us. And then we'll flip back and forth and there'll be some more production value, because I got
Or I could
all
get
the time in the
cosmetic
world.
surgery before the next one.
No.
You can hear you can hear that.
Yeah.
God, I am just a sex spot.
Just about you now. Okay. What's next on the agenda?
We went to a concert, which we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
My first time seeing an artist named Steven Wilson, progressive rock artist.
Yeah.
Singer, songwriter.
Some dub the modern king of progressive rock.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I read that somewhere. Maybe. That might not even be the line.
Oh. Well, so we went and I'm like, oh, it's like a typical concert. We're at the Pabst Theater. This little opening band looked like it was like two dudes on chairs and playing guitars and singing. And this old dude singing looked like a straight hobo with his shag hair, his gross beard, and his like faded.
I don't remember the
black
name of this
t-shirt.
band either.
It doesn't matter. They're garbage.
They weren't garbage. It
was just
at
weird.
some point, apparently in the 90s, this is an English band that he was in the 90s, had some sort of had a hit over here.
It wasn't even a hit. He said we just released one single.
We had a hit. We had a single over here. That means it did something. It had some traction.
Mm-hmm.
But he does solo work now, and I mean,
but he was like
it was
20 years ago.
singer-songwriter stuff, and It's not bad. I've heard some of the stuff. It didn't translate well because it was just him and acoustic and another guy playing like some ambient electric guitar stuff.
Every song sounded the fucking same.
Yeah, it was a little drony and whiny, but
anyways, and then Steven Wilson came on, and
the production of the show was amazing.
It was pretty damn amazing. It was all about like he's so artsy. Like I don't even know how else to say it. Like he is just I don't know what all goes on in his mind, but it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, I also worked that day overtime. I did not take a nap, which clearly this old bitch needs a fucking nap, otherwise she's useless.
It was cute because I kind of watched you throughout the show. Like there's various stages. I fully anticipated you falling asleep because I knew you had worked a 10-hour day and then you didn't get a nap in. And we had dinner and then we had some drinks.
Yeah, had like 4 drinks that night.
I'd say the first solid half of the show.
I was good.
3/4 of the show, I'll give you.
Yeah.
You were good. And then I'd say...
Well, he started playing songs I didn't know, and it was more songs I didn't know.
Yeah, he played some older stuff.
And it's like really long songs.
Yep.
And which is what progressive rock is.
So he played it for an hour, then took a 10-minute break, and then played another hour and a half. Which was
2.5 hour show, which it is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just not anticipating that. It's just not a typical concert setting. We had nice seats, and even he commented, he's like, what the fuck?
He's like, this is the only, he said something about how he's going to talk to his promoter about not booking sit-down theaters because then it, keeps people from getting into the show a little bit more and dancing around.
And the way our audience reacted.
The audience sort of booed. And he's like, this is the first audience that's booed because they wanted to be sitting. And I'm just like, that's because everybody's fucking fat and they want to get their fat asses up.
Because we're fat.
Yeah, it was funny.
Wisconsin.
The show was great. Oh, yeah. So, like, I'd say a quarter in, then you kind of sat back in your chair and you were bobbing your head. And then you're doing the thing where, like, you're still bobbing your head with the song,
your eyes
were closed. And then at some point I looked, and then you were just like this.
Dead. I was so embarrassed because I wouldn't have mattered if it was just me and you, but it was me and you and your friend Kenny and his cousin.
Yeah.
And
I don't think they even noticed.
Probably not.
Or give a fuck. So
probably not. But I was just like, oh my God, how embarrassing. I slept like 3 times.
But I mean, if you're into rock music, singer-songwriter stuff, prog, progressive rock, I would, you gotta see a show like that. I mean, he had what he calls or refers to, I don't know if it's actually a thing, called quadraphonic sound, where he had sort of surround sound. So the back of the house had some sound systems, and it was like some of the backing vocals or some ambient noise to go along with the track. And then they had this really cool,
like looking around.
So the band comes out, and then they had this really cool, like, sheer screen that come across. It looked like a curtain, like they were closing the curtain, but it was clear, and you could see the band clearly. And then they would project film to go along with the song onto the screen, so you could see a video, and then it would bleed through, and you could still see the band, and it would bleed through on the band. And it just looked fucking great.
Yeah.
Visually, it was great. The band sounded amazing. One of my favorite shows. I mean, I've seen him so many times, several times. It just keeps getting better. So
it was a great night.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Sleepiness.
No, that's fine, babe.
Oopsies.
And it was a nice night out too, so it was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, when that guy said, 20 years ago, I had a song or whatever. I'm like, 1988, 1998.
Yeah, then we came to the realization that
20 years
ago wasn't the 80s, people.
Oh my God, we're 98. So fucking old. We're so old.
98, I was a junior in high school.
Oh my God.
It was a good year. My last year in California.
That was the Hollow Wicked tour year. My first concert. ICP and Guar.
Oh boy.
98. I remember I bought a long sleeve t-shirt that was too tight, and I still wore that shit. Too tight. You know what else happened in 98?
What?
Well, I pulled up music. Oh, my throat gurgled again. Movies and TV shows. Let's see which
From 98, yeah, let's do it.
What would you like first?
Let's go over the music of 98.
The music of 98. We got... Oh, I fucking hate... Okay. Ghetto Superstar.
Oh, I hated that song.
I hated that song.
Was that Maya?
Maya and Praz.
Praz?
Yeah, Praz from the Fugees.
Yeah, that's right.
Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Oh, jeez.
For that movie.
Armageddon.
Oh, that Monica and... Is it Maya? I don't know. Monica and Maya? The Boy Is Mine?
I don't know.
I can't remember who else was in there. Bare Naked Ladies, 1 Week.
Oh, Jesus. That was one of my brother's favorite songs. I remember him fucking repeating that goddamn song over and over.
Sean Combs, Come With Me. Oh, Mary.
Come with me.
Run quickly. Is that the right one?
No. Is that... I think that's the song where he ripped off fucking Zeppelin.
Oh.
Is that for the Godzilla movie?
Maybe.
I don't know. You'd have to look at... Yeah.
Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z.
Wow.
And Ray of Light, Madonna. Oh, also Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. Which,
God.
when it came out, I thought they were like intergalactic, and they say like planetary, intergalactic. But I heard it as planet gathering. Let me show you. The wrong part.
Yeah, you have to get to the actual part.
Fuckers. Stop rapping.
Well, while you find that, I'm just going to talk about how much I do hate the Beastie Boys.
Okay. Yeah, I never liked them.
That's pretty much all I need to say.
I never liked them. Here we go. Planet Gathering.
No, I don't know it. I don't hear that.
One more
Just
time.
stop it. No.
Yes.
Okay. That's enough of that.
Well, anyway.
So yeah, that Sean. So he wasn't Puff Daddy then. He was Sean Combs.
Was he Sean Combs?
Oh no, it says Puff Daddy featuring Jimmy Page. Come with me. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
just a terrible when they ripped. It was for that bad Godzilla movie.
Yeah. With Matthew Broderick. Was that who was in that one, I think? Matthew Broderick. Ferris Bueller. Oh, God, it's awful. I don't even want to watch it. You know what, though? What I do miss?
What?
I miss music videos a little bit because all of my teenage years were spent watching just staring, plugged in to MTV.
There's still a surprising
VH1,
amount of music videos made.
MTV2.
A lot of the metal bands still make.
Well, they still make videos, but it's like,
videos
what are you
per-
making videos for?
YouTube.
I
Just gotta go on
guess.
YouTube.
I guess.
Then you can just actually just watch nothing but music videos. In a way, it's kind of better.
I also have some TV shows from
Yeah, let's
1998.
hear those TV shows from 98.
Oh, they just look like
98.
it's terrible.
No. There's got to be some good stuff on there.
Friends, your favorite.
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, you were a Seinfeld guy.
Yeah, I love Seinfeld.
I did not love Seinfeld. I would watch Friends with my sister or just I never went out of my way.
That Phoebe character is the worst character in television history.
Yeah, but I think that's just her.
I
She played that character.
I find it hard to believe that anybody realistically found her funny. I don't understand.
I liked her in
There's nothing
Romy and
redeeming
Michelle.
about her.
I liked her in Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
No.
I loved
She
that.
just
movie.
rode on the tails of that TV show. No.
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, she did.
God. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
Dawson's Creek. My sister fucking loved that show. My sister loved Joshua Jackson, who played Pacey. I almost said Percy.
Yes, Pacey. Yeah.
Pacey.
Dawson's Creek. 98. It must have started that year, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Felicity. Ugh, that chick's face bothered me.
She was married to Harrison Ford, and then didn't she turn into a lesbian? Something like that.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Ally McBeal.
Oh, yep, I am.
Will and Grace.
Oh.
That 70s show started in 98. I liked that show.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I tried to watch that show. You're like, fuck this, babe.
I mean,
like over
I don't
again.
need to see it again. It's not an over and over again show.
King of Queens and Charmed. King of
Charmed.
Queens. We have at work. It's either sports in the early wee hours of the morning that I work. That's really loud. It's either sports, Friends, or okay. It's sports, Friends,
It's like it's or oh wait,
King of
It's
Queens,
Yep. Oh wait.
and fucking Married with Children. That's what's always on.
First of all,
All
Married
day.
with Children is great.
Well, yeah, but when you have to watch
King
it
of
every single day,
Queens, like I don't know.
that's
it's
funny.
So weird.
It's funny,
I guess, but you think like Leah Remini was so deep in Scientology,
right? But
now?
she
It's
never
so weird and whack.
ever. You know what? I kind of respect her because even when she was in it, you didn't know. It
Well,
wasn't preaching. Wasn't shown on the show at all.
Well, of course, of course not.
Well, I
but-
know, but you know, the fucking Scientologists are fucking cray. So
Yeah.
you would think that she'd try. I don't know. Anyways, Seinfeld ended that year.
Yep. I remember the last episode.
Yeah. Home Improvement.
I loved Home Improvement.
That was the only
Binford.
sitcom
Tim the Two-Man Taylor.
my dad would watch.
That was a good show. Tim Allen's funny.
Yeah, we watched it. Oh, that mom
Sorry.
on that show didn't do anything after that. I'm like looking at her face. I'm like, ah, God, that was all you had. Celebrity Deathmatch started that show. Do you know that went till 2007?
Oh, I forgot about that show. That was the
That show was
claymation show,
great.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
That's funny.
It was a good show. MTV, you had one.
Oh, man.
You had one good show.
That was probably the beginning of the end. When they started getting more
Yeah.
and more shows. It was just turned into reality bullshit.
And then we got some good movies. Good movies
Gotta
in
be some
98.
good movies in 98.
Wow. Saving Private Ryan, Armageddon, Truman Show, Big Lebowski.
Hold on a second. You just threw Armageddon in with a bunch of
The
good
first
movies.
four.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
first four that popped
So
up.
Saving Private Ryan is
Watched it once.
amazing.
Watched it once. War movie,
Amazing.
uninterested. Tom Hanks is what made me watch that
Logan
movie.
is into war movies, so we watched that movie a few
Yeah.
times. So it's a good flick. That intro scene is, man, so good. So good. I might go to sleep to that tonight. It's good. I love it.
Big Lebowski. That's like your favorite fucking
That's my
movie.
favorite movie. Big Lebowski. 98.
98.
Man. I don't think I watched it until like 2001 or 2002.
Oh, well, yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The Faculty.
Oh, wasn't
Hey,
Hey Pacey was in that movie, wasn't he?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Thin Red Line, another war movie.
Yep.
Something About Mary.
Ah,
I never
great
say
movie.
the theirs. I always say Something About Mary.
great movie.
Yeah. Brett Favre.
So funny.
Favre. Rush Hour.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll take it. I mean, it's Jackie Chan, not at his finest, but it's a funny movie.
Yeah, but it's when he finally got cool with the kids
It's an
in
American
America. We're
American
the
produced
kids in
Jackie Chan movie.
America.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I never saw Dark City. I don't know what that is.
I remember the name. I don't remember watching the movie.
Pleasantville.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that was a
good
very
movie.
clever
Yeah.
movie. Like different.
Right. Harry Dunn was in it. I mean, Jeff Daniels.
Oh yeah,
He's Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber.
yeah. And American History X.
Yeah, I've only watched that movie a couple times. It's
Really?
rough.
We should show
It's
the
rough.
boys that movie.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, yeah.
I watched it
I'm
when
not
I was
in a
their
particular
age.
hurry to watch it again.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, you know the curb
Yeah.
check scene when
Stomp.
you can hear his fucking teeth.
Yeah. That's
Hit,
kind of why I'm like not wanting to talk about it. So you go right to the part that's like triggering.
Yes, it's probably triggering for everybody. Like you could hear the teeth touch the fucking concrete.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, there's some stuff. Blade, yeah.
Blade, yeah. Oh, Blade. Yeah. An African American superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
Really
The
the Water Boy.
Oh man,
Wild Things. Oh, the lesbian scene.
Boy.
Oh, and Wedding Singer. He had the water boy and Wedding Singer.
Man, the height of his powers. Wedding Singer's great.
I think
Waterboy
after the
does
turn
not
of the
hold
century,
up.
his movies just went to shit.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
Drunk Punch Love was, or
I
Punch
liked
Drunk Love was, I think, after 2000. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
And 50 First Dates. That's it. Gone. He makes trash now. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas I never watched.
that movie is
what?
fucking.
What?
I watched that movie out in California. I showed it to my mom. Like, it's a good movie. John Leguizamo.
Oh. There's this guy at my
And what's his
work
name?
that
The
looks
fucking
like but he's an
pirate.
Asian version of that.
The pirate. Why do I keep Johnny Depp? That movie's
The Pirate. Oh, that
Whoa,
was a
babe.
big pop.
plosive.
Sorry, everyone.
That movie was great. You would like that movie. It's really, really good.
Half-Baked.
Half Baked. Oh man,
I
some
watched that
funny,
movie
man.
so much.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a funny movie.
Not Billy Bob Thornton today.
Billy Bonk Thornton.
Go with Wesley Pipes.
I wonder if it holds up. Probably not.
I loved that movie so much, and I've never smoked weed.
Yeah.
And finally, this one is for my sister. Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh yeah, that movie.
We were anticipating
I
that
feel like
movie
I-
for so long when we first found out that they were making it because it had her favorite actor in it, Ethan Embry.
I went to that movie with a bunch of friends in high school.
Really?
Yep. We all went together.
Seth Green was in it.
Yeah.
My sister was pissed that Jennifer Love Big Tits was in it.
I like Jennifer Love Big Tits.
Oh, you're a fucking guy.
Yeah. What was the premise of that movie?
It was like he was going to tell this really popular girl that he was in love with her. It was like the last party of the year.
Yeah.
And then they were going to school. And it was him like narrating this whole thing. And there was this big party. And the actual movie was supposed to be called The Party. But it was the build up to him get this girl Amanda how he felt. And he had like a letter. And that letter got passed around and shit. But nobody read it. It's just like the envelope or whatever. But all the shenanigans that happens at this party and Seth Green being like a virgin and like getting ready to have sex for the first time.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
like
saw that
practicing his
video with a
moves
bunch
in the
of friends.
bathroom.
Yeah. Yep, it was one of my last fun memories of that school year, I think.
Yeah. 98 was a good year in pop culture.
Yeah,
I think.
not bad.
I think it was a great year.
So we'll
I got to see the Hollywicked too.
maybe we'll go backwards now in time and we'll like do a year of the 90s.
Do a year.
Do a year.
I have to change that in my note that we did 1998.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just the realization that the 90s was 20 years ago.
Which makes you
fuck.
yeah. So like 88 was 30 years ago. That's nuts.
I know. That makes me sad all day.
Yeah, we're not super young anymore. That's okay.
I mean,
It happens.
we're talking about 98. I mean, I was Logan's age. I was in 8th grade. He's in 8th grade.
Wow. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know. I feel like I'm not ready for your kids to be this age.
Yeah, it's tough.
14 and 16.
Yeah, that's a good segue. Like, so, where'd my phone go? Logan sent me a text just a little while ago. There's some backstory, but I'll read the text just
Okay.
because.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear about this text.
Yeah. So Logan sent me a text.
And Logan is not one to like express feelings, or not that he expressed feeling. I don't
yeah,
know.
they stifle
He is
their
a
emotions
robot
a little
sometimes.
bit. This isn't an insult at all, but their mom was very much like closed
Reserved?
off, and
Yeah.
it was like pulling teeth, trying to like. I am somewhat of an emotional person, or I can be emotional, and I'm very animated, and like I get worked up and want to talk. Like when things are going, like I want to talk. Like I,
Sometimes you want to talk.
yeah. And she wasn't. At least in a previous life, I was more probably
In a
emotional.
previous life.
Like, yeah, I've kind of over time gone away from that. But
Oh,
anyway, so Logan, this is
okay.
the text Logan sent me.
He's 14,
Yeah.
by the way.
He said, "Hi, Dad. I'm sorry about yesterday. I know being mad at the game isn't a good reason to do something like that. I also know nothing is, but I just want to let you know that I understand and appreciate everything you, Tony, and Mom do for me and Tony. I also didn't realize that Tony was still going through something. I'll be sure to chill out on the gaming and do more chores better and more often." So,
Wow.
yeah. What happened is,
When you say Tony and Tony, you have to specify it. Anthony is still going through something.
yeah, Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony
His
broke
brother.
up with his first real girlfriend. So
His first ever
yeah,
girlfriend.
his first girlfriend,
anything.
and
Interest.
he felt really hard for her, and he's been having a hard time with it, and I understand that because as a lot of my old friends will probably attest to. There's girls I liked in high school, and I was always too chicken, and
I feel like he got how do I say that? I feel bad for Anthony because he got a raw end of the deal there. Because, your first attraction, interest, and if you guys decide, oh, let's try this, let's date, but they never really dated. They weren't allowed to. They never were given the chance to really have a relationship, in my opinion. I don't know for sure all the details, but this young woman is Pakistani.
Mm-hmm. So she's Muslim, and obviously it's not exactly easy for a Muslim gal to be. Her dad seems to be okay with some level of an Americanization, but her mom seems to be the one that's very
super
old school and traditional. So, like, they had to, when they went to the dance, she had to say she was going with some other people, and
okay,
basically
we first met her for homecoming. Now, this should have raised some fucking red flags for us, but for some reason we just pulled off. I'm like, Mrr. So when we went to pick her up, I was like, oh, Anthony, you should probably go and knock on the door and actually pick her up. He's like, okay. So she texted, like, are you here? And he's like, oh, yeah, text back. You ever here? She's like, I'll be right out. And he's like, oh, she's coming out. I was like, oh, okay. Well, all of a sudden, here comes this fucking little princess tapping away with her heels, running.
Jumps in the car and says, just go.
But her mom is like hustling at her mom is, probably my size, hustling her little chunky self, like,
yeah, with her
yelling.
burqa and everything on.
It's a fucking, what is that? Why is it doing that?
You keep blowing into the thing really hard.
It's not a fucking burqa, babe. That's not what that's called. The burqa is the one that's like, hello. That's all you see.
Okay, anyhow.
Anyways, well, you're generalizing. It's not right. Well, anyways, so she's hustling out, like yelling, and Latifah is this young woman's name. Or you can cut that out then, if you don't want it.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? So she comes around. She's like, scoot over to Anthony, and she's like, go, go, go. We're like, what the fuck? She's like, it's fine. My dad knows I'm with you guys. It's fine. She just has to talk to my dad. We're like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, so we drove off. Felt like we were doing something wrong.
I was like, we just kidnapped this young girl.
That's a bit of a tangent. So the point is,
I'm trying to explain that they never get a chance to hang out after school because of the mom.
Right.
Which, fine.
So, yeah, they broke up.
They broke up, but I'm like wondering, like in my head, I'm wondering, why is he so devastated?
He's his first girlfriend, babe. The first girl that he fell for.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to like.
I'm not trying.
It seems like you're kind of like hoping something more happened. A bit more happened. Like, and maybe it did.
I'm not more happened. I'm not like that. I'm like wondering, like, did this kid experience some stuff and his heart is broken and he has nobody to talk to about it? Because nobody wants to talk to their parents or step parents about sex. Nobody wants to do that.
Well, I mean, you don't need to talk about that part. The point is that they broke up, and it doesn't really matter what happened or didn't happen. He's just heartbroken. The first person you fall for is, it's pretty significant. And if he's anything like me, he falls fucking hard for people, or at least did.
Maybe,
and he's just having a hard. Long story short, he's having a hard time dealing with it, and he suppresses his feelings. So he'll like sort of act like everything's fine, but it turns out and he hasn't been dealing with it very well. Mm-mm. So he's been a little bit of a zombie sometimes, and coming home and just goes home and plays the games. And I guess I should preface all this with, first of all, my kids, they get good grades, and they don't ever get into trouble. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. They're low maintenance, and they're great, and they are smart, and it's fine. So, so that's been a little weird to deal with,
And then Logan.
And then Logan,
he plays the video game in the living room, and all we hear every single day, all night long, is him complaining either about the game, that it sucks, this game sucks, it's trash, yelling at other people.
Yeah, we just hear something.
Or complaining that the lag or something with the actual
I'm
equipment.
lagging. There's no way he's lagging. Anyway, so we live in South Milwaukee. They go to Oak Creek School. It's just 2 miles away, but their friends aren't in the same neighborhood as us, so they can't just go outside and play with their friends. They're not friends with any of these South Milwaukee kids. It's just how it is. But how they socialize is they jump on a game and they go into a party chat and start talking and playing games. And even if they're not playing the same game, they're chatting and then whatever. And that's their way of hanging out now. It's just kind of how it is. So I don't really get too much on them. Neither of us do about them playing. It gets a little annoying because Logan is playing in the living room, but it's not like we watch TV, so we let him.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's like all we hear is the one side of conversation.
Yeah, yelling.
And then when they lose, and I've been a bad example, they got it from somewhere.
Worst.
I've been bad. They've got it from somewhere. They get, this game blows. I hate this. It sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
But
all you
we're
hear
hearing
is bitching.
it and
Yeah.
yelling.
So it just,
they're yelling.
a little bit, yeah. So I say something once in a while. Well, I said something last night. Well, I heard him because we were in the room chilling. And, I hear Logan say, this game sucks. I hate this game. Why do I play it? So I said from our room, then stop playing.
Yeah.
So then I hear him talking to his friends about like
quietly.
Yeah, quietly. Well, Tony plays all this time and no one says anything to him. And if I get a little louder, blah, 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 then they have to say something to me. And I kind of like,
I think
everything just like with it going on with Anthony and, I've been trying to like instill more responsibility in them and have them follow through and not have to constantly be reminded, the things you do with teenagers, you're trying to mold them into like decent, actual productive adults. And sometimes it's like pulling teeth. So I guess a little bit of frustration built up with that. But when he started talking shit about me to his friends over game chat, something snapped. So I got up and I went in there and I started yelling. I said, "Are you talking shit to your friends right now about me?" And he got visibly scared and started backpedaling.
Yeah.
And I said, "What did you say? If you're not talking shit, what did you say?" And he kind of just shut down because he got busted.
Yeah.
And I yelled at him. I'm like, "Get off the fucking game. Get off. Just get off. I'm tired of it." And then I went into Anthony's room and I said, "Get off. You're done. Get off." And I kind of went on like in a little bit of like, when parents get a little frustrated, you're like, "You're not appreciating what you got. Get the fuck off. Don't need to play." Mm-hmm. And I kind of stormed out because, all the stuff I was talking about previously and having to deal with it's weird. After Carrie and me split, not seeing them all the time is weird and sucks. But when I did have them, it's like we were bosom buddies. They were always next to us.
Because that was like 10 years ago that you and their mom were together. Longer, possibly.
Yeah, probably longer. So
they're little, and of course they're
really
going to be
little.
your best friends, and
followed me,
now they're
did everything
their own
together.
Person.
Yep. So I don't play as big a role in their lives as I used to, and it's been weird because it used to always be like hugs before they leave and hugs goodbye. It's just
you're not a priority in their lives. Which not that you don't play a big role.
I think just
sounds like you don't see them a lot. We see them half the week, and she sees them half the week.
I think I'll stick with. I don't play as big a role in their lives as I used to, meaning that they don't need me all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
I think
It's not a
parent
matter of
goes
being
through
important.
that.
It's not, yeah. Well, yeah. And so I'm going through it, and it's just weird, and I don't particularly like it. So you throw that in with, you know, being a little frustrated, trying to get them to do their fair share. And
Well, not like no parent wants to hear their own kid kind of talking shit about them to their friends.
Yeah, I told him today, it's like, that just was the trigger.
Yeah.
That set me off, you know, and I'm fine with, in context, us of the, you know, with him giving me shit because he's good at it, you know, and it's funny.
Yeah, but
we razz each other,
and when
but
it's like appropriate.
Yeah, don't.
But that wasn't. That
and I know,
was
you know
secretly
what?
like
He's gonna do it when I'm not around, and that's fine.
Every kid does.
But I just feel like you got to be fucking aware of your surroundings, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe it's a lesson for
so
him.
and then I had a long talk with the both of them about a lot of the stuff I just said, and then, you know, then I had a one-on-one with Anthony and told him you got to just stop suppressing this stuff. You know, it doesn't help, because he has talked a little bit about it and said, like, you know, he'll be fine, and then something will happen at school, and nothing bad, and like he'll just see something or hear something or see her from afar, and he gets upset, he gets emotional. And there is one day where he was sick, but he just didn't want to deal with that day. You know, and I let him.
Yeah.
Because I figured that is what was going on.
And
so
he
I
doesn't
let him.
miss school. He's such a good kid.
He gets A's and B's. Both of them. It's fine. So I talked to him and I said, like, I made this analogy, and I'm like, so feelings are weird. You know, it's like you take a water balloon and put it on a faucet, and you just turn it on so it's just dripping. And that water balloon's keeping all those suppressed feelings. Well, it's going to take just one drop. Once that water balloon gets full and ready to burst, all it's going to take is one drop to make it burst, and then you're a mess. So you got to face it. You got to deal with it. And I told him, you just got to cry. Cry about it, man.
Just get it out.
Don't act tough around me.
That's what girls do.
I cry not nearly as much as I used to, but I'm a crier. And if stuff's upsetting me or if it's frustrating, I've been known to cry. Sometimes if you know, life is a little bit difficult or I'm frustrated, I'll cry in the fucking car sometimes.
Yeah.
It just happens, you know?
And then you just feel better. Like, then it doesn't affect you as harshly.
You have to feel those feelings.
Yes.
You have to acknowledge those feelings.
I'm thinking about, like, the movie Sin City. The big guy Marv says women are crazy. You know, they'll blow up and go nuts and get that cry out, and then they're just like, I'm fucking ready to fuck up some shit. You know, like they're fine. Then it's done.
Yeah.
And they move on. Maybe it's different with guys. Maybe they're just a little bit more sensitive. I'm learning that maybe I'm learning that young men are way more sensitive than girls.
No, I wouldn't say that. I just think.
I think so.
How many? I don't.
As far as like,
because Logan is not at all like.
He has. I'm saying as far as like relationships and breakups.
Oh, okay.
Young men are probably a little bit more sensitive if they're the ones being broken up with.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that much experience. So.
I've had some conversations.
With who?
People at work.
Oh. Yeah, nobody likes getting dumped, so.
No.
It sucks. And I don't know that that's the case, but anyway. So that was a little bit of like reality yesterday, you know.
Parenting is hard.
It can be.
And like step parenting is even harder because
yeah, it's like it puts you in a weird spot.
Well, like in that situation the other day when you're going off and stuff, I just like stayed in my bed like frozen, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is what I'm going to do. I am choosing to not do anything. I could have gone out there and talked to him. I could have done all this other stuff, but it's not. Why?
Yeah.
It was a lesson that needed to be learned. Mm-hmm. It was handled.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes outbursts, I guess, are necessary. You know. We got to see some
You gotta
emotion.
keep them back on track. Keep them in line.
I don't want, and again, I don't want to say like they're so like they're just being fucking terrible. It's like, but like I have certain expectations of them, and they know it, and they aren't excessive. So it just came to a head, you know, and most of it was like, ooh,
It was awful.
yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be some sort of opportunity to break down this like emotional wall that's been built up a little bit, and I think that did it, you know. And
Yeah. Now it should be cool.
they're good kids. I got good kids, and
Yeah, you're very lucky.
and we have a kind of a small house, so we are on top of each other sometimes.
It's
So
suffocating maybe to
a little
them,
bit, yeah.
especially to them.
So
Share a room.
yeah, and hopefully we'll do something about that. But that was that awkward and emotional and fun family times. Yeah.
But we're hopefully planning a trip, so that's nice with all of us. It'll be like our
First
first real vacation.
Yep.
It's going to be a minier one, only like 4 days. But it's going to be awesome. I'm trying to go to California in September. Boys have never been there. Nick grew up there.
Yeah.
He wants to show them around.
Yep. And I've never taken him out there.
It's expensive, first of all. It's huge cost to send
Yeah.
a family of 4 on a plane anywhere.
But you decided you wanted to do it, and
Yeah.
you're making it happen, and you just put the wheels in motion. So we have to do it.
We're doing it.
and we're doing it. And end of September, we're flying to California to hang out and see where I grew up and
Hang out
see
with
some of the
family.
sights and enjoy the weather and hang out. My brothers are going to both make the trip out there too.
Your sister already lives there. Your
My
mom's
sister
there.
lives there. Yeah, my mom's there. So like, it's been several years since that group of people's been together. So it's going to be nice. And my kids will be there. And
You know what's going to be nice is in the other instances where we've been with your brothers or, something, there's so many other people around
yeah,
that it distracts you from each other. And this is going to be just us and just the guys,
Yeah.
your brothers and your just the little family.
yeah, it's going to,
And it's going to be so nice.
yeah, it's going to be awesome. And it seems like my brothers are both already excited about it. So
I kind of have to thank John and Sarah, my friends, for starting this dialogue between them and made this decision and included me so sweetly to come out for an actual festival, music festival.
Mhm.
That's what started all this.
Yep.
So we're going to go to Ohana Fest for one of the 3 days. We're going to see Beck and Mumford and Sons. And I was like, okay, well, let's look at the cost. Oh, well, plane tickets aren't that bad. Oh, let's ask Nick along. Oh, now we're going to, bring the boys because I can make this happen. So it's really because they were like, oh, we want to go to this concert. You want to come? Like, yeah. Also, I'm bringing my whole family.
So
and
you'll go
changing
do that.
it into our vacation.
Yeah.
And they're fine with
Yeah.
that. They're like, oh, that's cool.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
When today you said that the beaches in California are not like the beaches in Florida, I'm kind of like, because I
No,
kind of
they're
just wanted
not.
to lay on the beach, like
I mean,
chill, go
you can.
swimming.
the sand is a little more coarse. The water is freezing,
Ugh.
but it's still the fucking beach. And there's something about it.
Maybe.
It will be enjoyable.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. I want to actually have your sister cook for us. Because it seems like she's a good cook.
Yeah,
I don't know.
totally.
It seems
Sure
like
she
it.
will.
I just,
It's going to
want
be a
some good
great
food.
time. Excited
Maybe
about
she can make
it.
us some carne asada.
Right?
I fucked up my thing.
What do you mean?
I'm triggered.
Oh, just leave it. It's been like that.
No, it wasn't like that.
No, it's been like that. I assure you. It's never going to be twisty the right way again.
Yes, it will.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
We have a guest next week.
Yep, we're gonna probably try and have some guests a little more frequently.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We're gonna have we know him by the nickname Fancy Face.
First, it started out as Fancy Face Fuckboy. That was my nickname.
Yeah.
Because And I don't really know him that well. Like, I've met him a couple times. He's intimidating. You know when there's, like, cool guys? Cool guy. It's a little intimidating.
He's kind of annoyingly cool. He's a handsome gentleman. He's in shape.
Yeah.
He's got tattoos. He rides
got like
a bike.
He's got a motorcycle. It's like a custom motorcycle.
Yeah, I built
He
these
doesn't sound like that.
ape
I don't know
hanger-
why
I don't know.
I
yeah.
built these ape hangers.
Yeah.
But so I'm like,
His name. So anyway, his name's Jeff. He sings in a band. He's a death metal singer.
Mm-hmm. What is the name of his band?
Yeah, I'm brain farting right now. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, you're terrible. You're a terrible host.
He's in the Milwaukee death metal band Emblazoned.
Emblazoned. Of course he is.
Yeah. He's got some legit metal vocal chops.
Good
He's
for
amazing.
him.
So we're going to have him in next week and make fun of him, how impressive he is,
How cool he
how
is.
in shape he is, how disciplined he is with his martial arts that he practices. And
Dude, even the page you have up, it's like a double skull.
oh yeah, it's like they're not completely death metal because you can sort of read
You can actually
the logo.
kind of read the logo. It
Yeah.
looks like Charizard. It looks like Charizard. Catharsis?
Yeah, that's the name of the album.
Oh,
Charizard.
Charizard's new album, Catharsis.
No, Emblazoned Catharsis.
I know, but they're, you know how like metal font is always like scratchy and like,
I mean, it's pretty hard to read, yeah. So
Yeah, but it looks like Charizard.
like a lot of death metal bands, it'll just be this wicked like
It looked like
writings. Yeah,
graffiti.
it's like stalactite, right? It's just like in a cave. It's from the
Jagged.
pits of hell.
Jagged and sharp.
Yeah. So Jeff will be in next week.
So Jeff.
That'll be a fun conversation. We'll
I
ask
hope
him
so.
About poop and stuff.
You know, the typical stuff. Oh, we should, you know what we should do? We should look at what he's listening to. If he has iTunes or something.
Oh yeah.
And it would be funny to be
Yeah.
able to see. Maybe he's got some
Maybe.
stuff on
Maybe
there.
he's
Like
listening to
little
them bangers.
Britney Spears or something. Like he's like secretly listening
so
to.
cheesy and cliche. Maybe he'll listen to that Britney Spears.
Let me hear that nerdy voice.
Well, actually, Emblazoned is they're a melodic death metal hardcore band. Emblazoned.
Now Jeff's known in the music scene. He's legit. We're gonna collaborate on some musical projects. So
There
let's
should
have
be-
him in. Let's let him
there should be more about
promote his
Jeff.
band and support the Milwaukee metal scene.
Yeah, we definitely should.
So
Maybe if there's a
we're looking
concert,
forward to that.
maybe if there's a show coming up or something,
Maybe
we can go
We don't
check it
know.
out.
we'll talk to Jeffrey.
Yeah, we'll see what he has to say.
Oh yeah, and also he's like totally going to school to be a fucking paramedic and a firefighter. So like, okay, we
Also
get it. You're
I know,
impressive.
Jesus
Ugh,
Christ.
Jeez.
You're just
So that'll be Jeff
American
next
cool
week.
guy.
Look forward to us being annoyed with how impressive he is.
I'm gonna bring up the fact that you hate people on motorcycles.
That's not true. It's
Oh,
just
now it's not true.
no, it's just
You make fun of every motorcycle.
I do.
Ugh, my
I'm
cool bike.
I am a perpetual hater, but it's all
Yeah.
in fun. It's like, oh, well, here's the thing. There's a lot of little idiosyncrasies that a lot of these dudes do that they don't all do.
Nato-dado.
It's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. You know what I mean? So
I
like,
don't know what the fuck that means.
babe, I'm pleading with you to leave the cord alone. It will
It
always.
finally did.
It's
it.
gonna come
It
back
finally-
though. I'm telling you.
Look,
it's from years.
It made me really happy just
It's
now to
okay.
fix it.
That's why coiled cables are the worst. I don't know why they put them on headphones. Anyway, there's always the guy that rides by. He's got like they got to take the baffles out and they got to just like or under in the tunnel they got to go like like
They just want to hear it.
like really. We get it. We get it. We get
Did you
it.
ever go on? Were you ever on a motorcycle?
No.
Man, it's great.
No.
It's great. My uncle used to come and pick me up and take me for rides.
I'd imagine
It's
it is.
great.
It's probably awesome.
It
And
was. I've always wanted
a lot of
motorcycle.
power between your legs. I get it.
That's how I feel, babe, when we're snuggling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Negative.
Way to shut me down.
Yeah. Not with your stinky butt, babe.
Hey, babe, my butt doesn't stink right now.
Plus,
It's
you're
real
totally
fresh.
like all bleeding and whatnot.
I'm bleeding right now.
Gross.
Why?
So what else we
Why
got?
is that gross?
It's not.
It happens
Yep. It's natural. At least it's not
once a month.
not a baby falling apart and falling out of you this week.
Not this week. Fuck.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit by bit
Bit
by bit.
by bit.
It's
It's pretty morbid.
We are
You say it
morbid.
like that. Yeah.
Was
Was that it? Do we have anything else?
Mm-hmm.
No?
No.
We're done? All our topics?
Oh, we didn't see what we were listening to this week, but I only have like
Oh,
3 new ones.
I mean, I can look at my phone and...
just to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Oh, because it has been so nice out,
Yeah.
I feel like there's summertime music that you really only want to listen to in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was always like Weezer, The Vandals. But it's like ska stuff.
Yeah,
No
I
Doubt.
definitely...
Old No Doubt.
I definitely have certain things that I listen to when it's summer or to like warm me up spiritually
Sure.
and make me feel like it's summer and not brutally cold all the effing time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, why don't you
Sublime-
read what you...
Well,
if
mine was
you-
just Sublime with Rome, Weezer, No Doubt, which is the Beacon Street Collection album, which is before Tragic Kingdom. Probably my favorite album of theirs. And then the White Buffalo.
Did you actually listen to more White Buffalo this week?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so mine is we're listening to Stephen Wilson today,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Alternative hits of 1987.
Oh, yeah.
Had a playlist on when we were
Yeah.
cooking
Had
dinner.
some Cure on there.
And Justice for All because I was playing along with some songs, working
yeah.
on some guitar stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I was listening to Periphery, the new Periphery albums. I'm trying to string together like a video maybe
Their
with
new
some
album?
Periphery. Yeah.
Oh, I'll go check it out.
No,
like
I mean,
them.
you've heard it. It's not. It's
Oh.
their newest.
Oh.
But yeah, so then I also listened to Mad Caddies. They're like
Yeah, Mad Caddies.
I guess you'd call them a ska band.
Yeah, I would call them ska. I don't know
Great
if they
horn
would call
section.
themselves ska.
I think so.
But
Um,
that's summertime music to
and
me.
then Sublime with Rome. Our Mad Caddies. Yep. And then some Porcupine Tree also. You know, because I wanted to listen to some stuff in preparation for the show.
Yeah. Which was great.
So nothing new.
It
I
wasn't all
should
that.
probably start listening to new stuff.
No.
No.
It wasn't that funny of an episode today, but we talked about real stuff.
Can't always be fun and games, people. Sometimes
We did get
you have to
Get
sit
through
in
our
somebody's
poop talk.
shit smell. And
And love them
sometimes you
for it.
gotta cry with your kids.
sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Sometimes you got to do it.
I
So-
hope that we get a new camera soon, so that you don't see all this.
I feel like, I mean, I am not in the worst shape of my life, but it doesn't look great sitting this way.
I'm taking steps to be in the better shape.
Side. Anywho,
How do you lose weight in just your giblets here?
you lose the weight the same way, same place as you gained it. So
If you ever need a new
if that's the
drum.
if that's yeah, I can just
Yeah, just flick my chick.
there's
I used to
a
call it a check because like
there's a
chin
YouTube
neck.
series, something about crate diggers or something where like these hip hop producers
Hip-hop?
they'll get sent to like a crate or a box with different items in it, and they have to sample
What's
the
in
items.
box? Okay.
No, they have to sample the items and then make a beat out of the sounds they make out of those
That's
of the
interesting.
items. Yeah, it's actually really cool. So we can do it with your. We're like, I don't know how to do that. I can't do anything.
So glad you guys can see us now because you'd be like, what the fuck are they doing?
I can't. That's all I can do.
You know what?
It'd be
That's
a
crazy
snare
because I
roll.
was just like, make that one little noisy.
Can Jeff do this? Brutal meta.
I'm always like, when I hear like brutal, like death,
Brutal.
like black
Brutal.
metal, I'm like, rawr.
Brutal.
I'm so angry.
So before we just enjoy the sounds of our own voices, I suppose we should say, we are back on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Got that situated. We're on Google Play for podcasts, and I did submit our shit for Spotify podcasts.
Whoa.
So we finna be
Legit.
the real deal, son.
There will be
Yeah.
no way you can't listen to it. No excuse. Or
Yeah,
anything.
I know I had some weird ass links when I put, when we came back up, but hopefully everything should be in order now.
Hey, let's just discuss real quick. This guy's been awesome. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
put the
finally.
bed on the floor.
Finally.
Put the bed
Finally.
on the floor.
Yep. You were right, babe. I'm sorry.
Thanks. Give me my credit, fucker.
Yep, I gave you your
I
credit.
want all my credit.
I gave you your credit. Whoa, it's late, babe.
Yeah, I'm going to get a hot 3 hours before work. 3 hours of sleep.
On that note, thanks for listening and watching, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
And we'll see you next week with our guest, Jeff Plua, from the extreme hardcore, aggressive death metal band Emblazoned.
That was good.
out
Did
of
you like that?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Emblazoned.
Emblazoned.
Jeff Plua next week. It'll be
Jeff
great.
Pleba.
Bye, y'all.
Peace out.
Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.
That button. You're so stupid.
You're cute.